8% puzzles, 0% anything else. 4 hours played. This game is going to take a while. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Talos Principle. Based on the opening scene, based on the file selection screen, we have barely started this game. So, activating the 3 towers is basically just like tutorial land. So the first thing I'm going to do today is, we've already been there I believe, so the first thing I'm going to do is head back to the mega structure and see if we can go back to New Jerusalem, or if maybe that was a one-time thing, or maybe something we won't be able to do again until later. Because I can see it working both ways. Story-wise, it would make sense for us not to be able to go back, because we don't have enough fuel to keep going back and forth. However, gameplay-wise, it would make sense. Alright, back to Megastructure. Gameplay-wise, it would make sense, because why would you have this hub, it feels like a hub, this place to explore, and it takes hours to explore, but only have it available before the game essentially starts? It would make so much more sense if we could go back and forth time and time again, and see what's happening. Maybe things change, or at the very least, not have to explore it all at once from the very beginning. Alright, we got one laser. Let's see, can we... It looks like at this point, we cannot go back. That may change, but if it turns out we cannot explore New Jerusalem anymore this game, I'll do a bonus episode at the end where I go around and talk to everybody we missed. Alright, here we are at the capsule again. We're going to the new world, in game design terms, the Wooded Plateau. Okay, it looks like we have 4 sectors, each with 3 areas, probably each with 3 lasers as well. And this, for all we know, might just be World 1. I imagine the game is pretty big. It is a mega structure after all, so I imagine the game is not just over once we get there.
To check out the next site, but while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. You know, to get that success rate up a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another one of those labs that Wonka found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
Alright, so if we got another lab, then that might tell us about a new mechanic. I'm excited! Oh yeah, another ring, another bridge, another tower. It looks kind of like a fortress, doesn't it? My first thought was a dam, but only certain parts of it look like a dam. The whole thing looks like, oh, Minas Tirith or something. Alright, we have no reason to go for the things in order. There's a gate. I wonder what that gate is. You didn't find it in the previous one. Obviously, don't tell me what it is. I will find it out myself, and I prefer, you know, not to know until I know. Oh, yeah. This way. So I run this way until I find the puzzle, right? They call me Rock Climber McExtraordinaire. Who calls me that? Nobody. What's this? They're singing at me again. I think I found some puzzles. Puzzle number 2. They want me to go that way for 1, but no. I'll go to 2 first. Because I'm rebellious like that. Mutual aid. What is this? Driller? Can I drill through the... Hey guys? We're playing Portal. In case you didn't... we saw something like that in the trailer. It might have been the driller, but I really thought it was just an orange and blue portal. We will see. Okay. But if I move this, it closes again. I only seem to be able to drill these holes. These walls, I mean. And it's obviously not actually drilling. It is... Oh, what does that imply? Oh, here's another thing that's super interesting. In the first game, all the puzzle mechanics, the jammers and stuff, that was in the simulation. We had no reason to believe that was actually achievable technology in the material world. But now here we are, and we've got this technology. I wonder if they're going to, like, try to explain it using known science. Oh, hey, a jammer. Or if they're going to... Oh, what am I in the middle of saying? Or if they're just gonna say that this is potential science in this world. But it is interesting that whoever made the megastructure managed to create all the technologies of the simulation in the material world. And then some more. Like, I imagine maybe this wall, if we're going with real-life science, maybe this wall is made out of nanomachines? And then, or some kind of material that this is just, like, disrupting? Just some kind of advanced material? You know, I have a master's degree in science, and I watch lots and lots of science YouTube videos. That's a great credential. Way to go, me. And I watch lots of science fiction. Yes, yes. I can imagine a material like this being invented, where you could, like, point something at it and make a hole appear, and then take it away and the hole disappears. Alright, well, what I want to do is take this, can go vertical with it, create a hole in here. We can't walk around here at all. So, I mean, we can go through here with it. Can we jam through a hole we create with this? Yes, we can. This is called doing a science experiment. I'm going to open that. And we could jam through it. We'd also need a way to get through here. We can't walk through that, can we? It looks too small. Our robots have not discovered how to duck. Alright, we can do this. We can... But... Can we grab materials through it? Oh. We can! Wow. Ooh, this could open up all kinds of implications for secrets and those kinds of things. Give me extra materials, extra stuff. Let's see, where else could we have put the objects? These is fine. Oh, we can't get the jammer through here. Okay, I see. It does make me wonder if there are ways to use these tools to go beyond this level. Alright. That's one down.
That many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Can I even get out? Or do I have to solve the puzzle backwards? I think I have to go back. Oh no, the doors are just open. Okay. Oh, I can take a jammer over here. Anything to jam from here? Yeah. Huh. Oh well, we'll keep that in mind. I think puzzle 1's over here. That's the other side of the bridge. And that line from Byron was from one of the trailers. It's about aesthetics too. Well, so is New Jerusalem though. Wait, before I do this, I want to give my theories on what's happening. So my current theory, number 1, is that the person who created all of this is Athena. Maybe after creating more people to help her. And she is trying to show the robots of New Jerusalem that there's more to life. It wasn't just about building a dome and settling in. But it's about expanding beyond that, expanding the mind, expanding our numbers, and finding out the greatest that life can accomplish. And Athena has been creating new technology, developing, doing science, and all that kind of thing. And then leading us here to show us that, hey, there's more to life than just hanging out in our little commune. All right. Let's see what we got. I can't select them. The world spirit. What is it that drives historical processes? It's easy to dismiss the idea of the great man or great woman when clearly so much is determined by resource distribution, pre-existing political structures, and the randomness of the universe itself. But is there no space at all for the individual in all this? Are there not moments when, in Hegelian fashion, an individual may represent the world spirit itself? Was Napoleon history on horseback or not? Or is that itself another form of determinism? Why do people think it has to be one or the other? Like, I mean, history is driven by forces, individuals are a type of force, right? From Augustus to Napoleon, from Lincoln to Lenin, there are individuals whose actions seem to drive rather than merely be driven by history. They make bold choices, for good or ill, that transform entire societies. Or do they? We like to blame them for their failures, but are they not just ultimately the expression of a historical moment? But if they are, where is the space for human agency? You know, human agency can be small. We don't have to change the entire world. We can change our lives and the world around us. It sometimes seems to me that all of human history has been that one struggle to carve out a space for free choice against the tides of history, and heroes and tyrants, pick and choose examples as you will, are both equally a reflection of that. Our greater goal then ought to be to extend that freedom to the maximum number of people, to become captains of our own fate as much as that is possible in this universe. Well, I definitely agree with that. That sounds pretty good. Now we can select them. Founding 2. Hypatia's Journal. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Okay, Hypatia must be one of the new humans. I think Hypatia is the name of the oldest recorded author in history from like ancient Sumer or something like that. Melampus and Yemo went back to the dam to get more charging equipment. They have not returned yet, which means that we're stretched a little thin since we're posting guards at all times. But those large herbivores haven't come back yet, and at any rate, Eustathius, that's number 2, I think, assures us that they're non-aggressive, but it's better not to take any chances. Also, what happened to Eustathius? Not when there's so few of us and so many of them. Athenia, Cornelius, and Eustathius spend most of their time drawing up plans and arguing, in a friendly manner, but arguing still. The rest of us are managing to tune them out pretty well. It's like a background noise after a while. And then we get a string of hexadecimal, it looks like. And I'm not going to translate it. There's also binary on the left, which might mean something. If any of these binary or hexadecimal or these codes that I point out mean anything, feel free to post the translations in the comments. But only the ones that I notice. Like I see in the top right, there is a pattern of dots. That might also be some language, so feel free to translate that too. We have started construction on the first habitat. It's going to be a temporary structure for now, but we'll all be glad to get out of the rain. Unless it's spoilers, then don't translate it.
So, what are you doing here, Trevor? Why are you trying to save the world? Well, look, I think humanity is awesome. I love humanity. As a species, we're great. I mean, our track record is pretty mixed, but have you seen everyone else? I mean, what did you do today, animal? Oh, I ate some leaves, sniffed my own butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. Or, you know, I tore this other animal limb from limb, sniffed my friend's butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. They really don't do anything interesting. I mean, you don't see animals directing Big Trouble in Little China. Birds can go tweet, tweet, but it ain't exactly the White Album. I mean, they can't even make a good cheeseburger, for Christ's sakes. They have no art, no cuisine, no pleasure. Animals are nice to look at, but you wouldn't want to be one. Except maybe a cat. I could be a cat.
You wouldn't want to be an animal that isn't human? Is that what you're saying? Because there's very little about us that is not animal. I mean, we do have some things that are different from anything else. It's not to say that other species don't also have things that make them different from everything else. But I get what you're saying. Like, we have the ability to make cheeseburgers. That's pretty impressive. Back up. Can I take that from here? Yeah. And I can open this. I'm gonna have to make sure that I drill at good angles. Oh, we're mixing all the new tools. I love it. Alright, there's a red one now. Okay. I don't think we can get there yet. Can we can drill through? Okay, here's how we do it. We drill through the red. There we are. How far back can we do this? Is it like a jammer? Just need, yeah, okay. Just need to be able to target the wall. Wrong one. So it looks like we're only going to get one driller, but we're going to have, yeah. We're going to have one driller, but two connectors. So we might have to keep one of these open like this, which looks fine. All right. Wait, can I? No, there's a gate there. What about on this side? Is there a gate here too? Yeah. So we can't use just one connector to open it. But we don't have to, because here's what we can do. We can open this. And then we can combine red and blue like this. Provided we can find a place to stand. Alright.
I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because the thing about puzzles is they can be solved. But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence?
You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
Oh, there's so much in that dialogue. The characters are so good, and the philosophy is so good. Humanity, individuals, and societies, we are all full of contradictions. Oh, also, it's a good point. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be intelligently designed. It does look intelligently designed, you know, with the experiments and the technology. But it could be instinctive evolution. I don't know, nanomachines or something. Placement. Oh, we can drill floors too. And probably ceilings as well. Yeah. Okay, here's the end. We're trying to get another... We're trying to get a jammer, it looks like. Unless we can drill through the... Just drill through this wall, that's the solution. What can we drill? This. Alright, I'll take that. Anything else to drill? That's the only wall I found. Here's another wall. Okay. I see. So, it looks like we're placing it through the hole. There we go. Open the door from the inside. Alright, now I probably want to switch this with the box, don't I? And then that's probably fine for the hole, because then... Does this have a... No, it doesn't. There's got to be a jammer somewhere. There's also got to be a receptacle somewhere. I don't see where we're supposed to shoot the laser. Oh, hey, look. Ah. Alright. So, let's take this out, and then we can probably put this there. Put this on here. And then just because we can, we'll drill the wall. Then it looks like what we want to do... Oh, let's go up here and look around. There's got to be something to hit the laser, right? Or else the laser wouldn't exist. We jump to here. This laser can see out of the puzzle. So there might be a reason to keep it up here from somewhere else. Oh, hey, look. Can we? Oh, we can't see it from here, can we? Mouse for fine control. Nope. Ah, perfect. That was kind of... Wow. I hit both the button and the thing at the same time. Except, it's not perfect. Because we can't see the receptacle. Ah, oops. No, I can't get it. Okay. How do we do this? Here's how we do it. We don't need anything to be on that button. Can't take driller through its own hole. No! Okay, here we go. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, we take the driller back over here. Okay, now we want this to be right there in the middle. So we can see the receptacle. Oops. Turn off, please. Wait, no, I wanted you on. Turn on. It's weird to have a different button be flip switch than pick up object. There we are. Alright, that's fine. Nope. Drat. Nope. not exactly where I wanted to jump. Okay. Turn off. Pick up. Place. Keep connections. Place. Turn on. Yay! That's a third puzzle of the day.
Keep going.
This one does seem to be kind of in a ring. What's back here? Okay, as I said that, I saw the split in the path. It's a private message. Is it from... it's from Doge. City news. Let's do the city news first. Crier. We haven't met Crier. The long-awaited birth of a 1,000th and final citizen was interrupted. I think I read that part. No. Oh, maybe we have met Crier. Crier was one of those 3 under the gazebo, right? Maybe? I love how 1K is our name and 1,000 is our number. Actually, it's kind of disappointing, but it's also cool. In an interview with 1K, he suggested that the projection could be the work of someone outside New Jerusalem. This assessment appears to be correct, as the source of the projection was tracked to a remote, mysterious island. A team led by Byron is now en route to find out more. Mayor Hermanubis has once again called for a calm and promises that New Jerusalem will be safe so long as its citizens do not forget the ideals of the goals as set forth by the founder. And that was my horribly botched attempt at an East African accent. Doge. I've relayed your responses to my friends, and they've reached certain conclusions regarding your character. Would you like to hear them? Sure. How do I... Okay. Alright. Now, you're new, so let me fill you in. Your arrival marks the moment of New Jerusalem's maturity, and there are differences of opinion about what it ought to become. Naturally, there are people working quietly behind the scenes, in an advisory capacity, trying to guide our city to prosperity. First typo of the game. People who know things which would only scare or confuse the average citizen. I have 5 such friends who express to me their interest in getting to know you. I wonder if these 5 are all options, or if you get your options based on your choices with the previous conversation. Who are the people? I can't yet tell you their names, but I can tell you a little about them. The first is an engineer by trade, tends to see the world as a puzzle to be solved. The second is a scholar of some repute, thinks the big questions have answers in our code. The fourth is a member of political establishment. The fifth, well, the less I say about them, the better for everyone. So, is there someone you think would make a good match? I'm so curious about all of them. Do I have to choose? I'm disappointed. An engineer tends to see the world as a puzzle to be solved. That could be interesting, but also, for me as a player, not as a player, but as specifically me, the player, I know this is a puzzle game, but it's also a philosophy game, so I would like to have somebody to talk to with more philosophical leanings. Second is a scholar, thinks the big questions have answers in our code. That could be a philosophical one. The third is a practitioner of the esoteric arts. So, like a witch, an alchemist. The fourth is a member of the political establishment. Jeremy? The fifth, the less I say about them, the better for everyone. That one is the most interesting just because they're so mysterious. So I would go between... this second, the third, and the fifth. What should I do? The scholar, the one that's hard to pin down, or the mysterious fifth? You know what? I think the practitioner of esoteric arts. Well, assuming that they are some kind of mystic or something, that would be the most interesting, I think, to me. I am interested in all of them. I want to see how all of these different routes play out, but I'm gonna go with the practitioner of the esoteric arts. Ha! You have many things new, but you're not hard to pin down. The problem with you is your natural resistance to categorization. You either have no concrete opinions at all, or they're just so complex that no one can understand them. Nonetheless, 2 of my friends have expressed interest in getting to know you, but there's a catch. You're going to have to answer one final question, a tie break if you like. So here it is, the ultimate question: spikes or goo? Spikes, goo, both, neither. I don't know, it depends. This question is ridiculous. I know where you got the phrasing of this question from. It must be a reference. I'll go with spikes. It's clear from your answer that you value precision and correctness. I'd like to connect you with my friend in engineering. You two share the same analytical perspective. Oh, so I didn't get to choose. Are you happy for me to put you in touch? What if I say I wanted someone else? Can I switch? That may be, but no one else wants you. It's perfectly clear what kind of person you are. You may not like it, but I advise you to explore it. Would you like me to connect you or not? Okay, sure. I wonder... Okay, this is something you could tell me. Is it possible to get connected with other characters, or is this one the only one that you can get to? Okay, I'll send an introduction in due course. Alright, cool. Got an achievement for that. What's over here? It's a big long path. It's just another puzzle. It's a special puzzle. Ooh. I want to try it now. Keeping connections.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished.
Or still evolving.
Unfinished or still evolving. What do we got? A connector that's too far away to see. We have a red thing. And nowhere to shoot it to. Anything in like ceilings or anything? So... Oh, we can walk through here. Alright, we could probably shoot driller through here. So there is the receptacle. Oh, there's just windows. Okay. Oh, we can't. I see. Okay. So, can we see anything? We can. If we do this. Oh no, but then we can't. We can't. I was like, maybe we could get it through the window and to the other side. No, I don't think so. Like, we can't see anything from here. Have to drop it if we walk through. And then there's a red thing way over here. So this might be a puzzle that we can't solve all on its own. It is another one of these though. I wonder if the reward is different. Yeah, that's just a door. So we can drill one wall. We cannot... Oh, is that one connected? Oh no, it's not. So we don't see that connector is too far away. Grab. Just checking the far walls. I didn't think so. Alright, I mean, we can connect it to there. So we're connecting it to that connector, but that connector would have to go to the receptacle. It does kind of feel like... Yeah, we can't see the source from outside. Well, they didn't call it a challenge puzzle for nothing. And again, I think I said this already, but I wonder if it is possible using the tools that we have right here, or if we have to bring in something from other puzzles from elsewhere. It does seem really far away though. Too far away from other puzzles. Okay, it's called keeping connections, which means we probably want to use the right trigger. I mean, we can only do one hole at once. We can't reach the other one from here. Oh, that is quite an effect. Okay. I mean, what else can we do? What does it seem like we have to do? It seems like we have to use one connector to go from the red source to the red receptacle and open that door. And then we'll have two connectors. We can bring them through to the other side. We cannot bring this thing to the other side. We can do this through the... We can't do it to a jam door. We can do it through the windows. And that seems to be the only thing... That seems to be the only thing I can connect to with this one. I can't reach it. I can't grab it. What if I had two connectors out here? One here. One here. Yeah, I could do it with that. Once I get this connector out, it's easy. I just need to figure out how to turn this on. Any way to get anything in here? I don't think so. Not unless we can get on top of this. I might as well look around the outside just in case, right? Thinking outside the box is a good thing to learn. Can we walk up here? No. Ooh. Cliff, don't fall. Don't see anything to do out here. Climb the vines. We have not passed the zombie test. I'm not seeing anything. No way to climb on top. Especially not with a tool. Unless... No, okay. Okay. Let's try it again. What can we do? We don't have a time thing. I hope the time things don't come back. Those were the one puzzle element I did not enjoy from the first game. Nothing on the floor. I imagine one of these puzzles is going to have like a patch in the floor in the corner. You just put this there and... yeah. So we can't see it. Here's a problem. We don't seem to be able to see either... no, we can see this from here. But this is the only place, and we can't see anything else from here. Yeah, if we could get a tool into this spot, then it'd be super easy. Oh? Oh? Did I just solve it? It's called keeping connections. What if I put it in here? Ha 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 ha! Yes! Yes! Alright. Take you. And now can we do this from outside? Yeah. I did like how the first game would let you know before you put it down whether it would connect to something or not. It seems to not do that in this game. We don't need that open anymore. It's right here. I mean, here. Select. Oh, no, there is a slight color difference if you can't. Oh man, it's like, it's either dull red or a light. That difference, come on. Come on, I can barely tell what that is. Like, make it like gray or something. Like, make it dark. Make there be a difference. Noticeable difference. I solved the challenge puzzle! Yeah! I just counted it as one of the normal ones.
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
Oh man, the characters. So there was somebody who tried to make new puzzles, but just one person. I'm kind of surprised. You'd think that puzzles would be a great art to them. You think there'd be a lot of people wanting to make new puzzles just because it's like an homage to the past. I guess it's kind of like us writing fantasy novels and sci-fi as sort of a nod to our religious roots. Okay, that was a very abstract thing to say, but like, you know how we're basically making new religious texts for fun. That's one way to look at fantasy and sci-fi. Leithrasir, the Traveler.
While exploring the forest, I came across a sight of primal force. A beautiful stag, standing on a hill silhouetted against the setting sun. It appeared like a messenger from some divine natural power, perhaps from Gaia herself. Even to a being such as myself, less susceptible to manipulation by instincts and hormones, it was clearly a moment of revelation. In such moments, we are told to avert our eyes. But what if we do not? What will we discover if we look more closely? If we could speak to the stag, what wisdom would it have to offer? The answer is none. The stag is an animal of overwhelming stupidity, driven only by fear, hunger, and lust.
There is no abyss for us to plunge into behind this revelation. Rather, the revelation is as flat and unreal as the plywood walls of a film set.
So like breaking down the idea of revelation, moments of awe, you could say, where you feel like the universe is talking to you, and then like, well, what if you know, do some kind of inquiry about what's actually happening, and then you find it's just ordinary stuff. But that doesn't change the fact that you had that moment and were overwhelmed by a feeling of connection to something divine.